So here we go. So if you look at it, this is the reason why I said it can stand. So you see how it's more solid here down at the bottom. And then on the front, you have it like that. So it has nice little sitting way. So it can sit and it can stand just like this without the stand, but just put the stand on. It doesn't really take away unless you need it for space or something like that. All right, so here we go. Here's the PS5. First thing I want to talk about is the weight of the box. When I got the box was heavy. The console is heavy. It's a very heavy console. All the things you've been hearing about it being big, it's true. It is a humongous console. Like, look at it in comparison to the box. The box is, I don't know how big it is, but it's pretty big. And this is a big piece of machinery here. Like, if you just look at it, and like I said, it's very hefty. Has a good weight to it. I mean, and I pulled out our PS4 from my son's room and kind of did a comparison, and it almost dwarfed it. So here it is. Now, when they first showed this, I didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't like it. I didn't like the design. I thought it looked like a Netgear router or something. And I just, no disrespect to Netgear if they're watching. I just didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't something that I thought was aesthetically pleasing, right? But when I got it and I opened it and I took it out the box, wasn't half bad. Really wasn't. It's actually pretty nice when you get it and you see it and you have it and you have it in your hands and you hold it. And when you see it set up in your house, you'll be like, okay, I get it. This is actually okay. I also had a plan to have it standing vertically when I got it. That was my whole thing. I just wanted it to stand because I just figured it'd be more eye-catching, more appeasing. But I changed my mind and I've been laying it down. So when I do mine, it's down like this with the stand. So that's what I was saying. The stand would go kind of on the back, and it doesn't have a hook. Let me show you. There's no hook for it, so it just kind of clamps on right here. And as you can see, like where the difference is, that's what I was saying. This comes out further than that because of the disk drive. So if you put that there, and then you just stand it, and then it's even. And it actually looks pretty good when it's laying down like this. And that's how I have it in the house, which I didn't want any parts of it laying down, but I decided to do it. Oh, and pardon the black gloves. I didn't have any plastic gloves, so I had to use my my wintry gloves because this thing is a magnet for fingerprints or dirt, right? Let me explain. There goes the stand. It's always got to be something wrong, right? All right. So when I say it's a magnet for dirt first, this part, the matte finish, if you got dirt on your hands, if you're outside working on a car or something, don't touch this. Don't touch the controller because it's going to pick it up instantly on this part. And then this part, the black part in the middle, the gloss, fingerprint magnet. Fingerprint. I mean, I just wiped it down just before I started this video, but it's just a fingerprint magnet. So keep that in mind when you get yours. But it's really nice. And then the lights are inside right here where the vents are, just like you've seen on the commercials and everything. They look really nice when it's out, when it's exposed, when it's sitting. All the lights are off in the living room or something like that, and it's just kind of pulsing yellow or blue or white. Really nice, really nice. But like I said, I lay mine down like this. I'm sure some people are standing them up. The only thing is, and I thought this was kind of funny, when I lay it down like this, in this way, if you remember Iron Man 2 and 3, Tony's house kind of looked like this to me. So this, every time I look at it like this, it kind of reminds me of Tony Stark's house. which may be why I like it like this, because he's one of my favorite Marvel characters, but that's neither here nor there. So that's the console. Big joint, really big console. Can't even front on that. It's huge. Everything everybody says about it is true. It is exactly what it is. It is huge. It's the biggest console probably ever, and it's the biggest one I've ever seen. That's what she said. I had to say that. I'm sorry. It's just the office is just embedded in my head sometimes. All right. One thing I do have to say about this, I do not like how the disk drive is positioned. So if you look at it, it's not symmetric, right? I would have preferred now, and of course, I'm sure there's some kind of technical reason for this. I would have preferred the disk drive be right here in the middle, right here, with this just coming down, like on the digital edition. The digital edition is perfectly symmetric. Now, I don't know how that works with it, with the stand, with it laying down, but I'm pretty sure it probably just, the stand probably just sits more in the middle. But if this just came straight down, I would have liked it a little bit more. I like it laying down, and it has to, I don't know if it has to lay one way or the other, but this is the top part with the PS logo, which is an open thing, so you can kind of stick your fingers in there. On the back, you have all these vents here for airflow and circulation. You have USB ports, you have your LAN, HDMI, and your adapter. All right. Then on front, you have USB, USB-C, you have your eject button, and you have a power button. And notice what I said, you have buttons. Not like the PS4 where it had kind of like that soft, I don't even know what to describe that as, but I hated it. It was like almost part of the shape and the outline. And it was really hard to press sometimes, but these are actual buttons right here, actual face buttons. So you'll be good to go with that. But again, this is a magnet for fingerprints, so you will be wiping it down if you touch it a lot. And again, that's why I have the gloves on. So that's the PS5. So let's put that there. I won't worry too much about the stand. All right.